the Olympics is starting this week. That's cool. It's been 5 years since one. It was supposed to be last year, wasn't it? Tokyo. Now, I don't know if I actually said this on record. I think I might have, but I've definitely said it a bunch of times behind the scenes just because, I got, obviously, my friend Jared, who's been on the podcast, he's going to do the Paralympics in Tokyo, which is happening just after the Olympics. I was talking to him about it. I'm like, dude, do you reckon it's even going to go ahead? And he was like pretty confident. And I was just like thinking like, this is insane. They're getting everyone from around the world, 11,000 athletes plus staff, volunteers. I'm not even sure there's going to be crowds, all in an Olympic village. Do you know how many different strains of COVID are going to get back to each individual country after the Olympics is finished? And I know that they're going to take precautions, but the Olympics hasn't even started. It starts on Friday, and there's 3 cases already. And the news is like, what the hell? How have they had 3 cases? No shit, dude. They're sharing accommodation with people from all around the world. And everyone's like, oh, scratching their heads. How did this happen? Jesus, this wasn't likely at all. It's going to run rampant. I don't know if I want to make that prediction. I reckon maybe they'll call off a few events and stuff if it gets real bad. They may actually call off the Olympics. Who knows? Maybe that's my prediction. I may be wrong on this one, but I'm going to stand by it. I don't think everything... Oh, that's probably pretty obvious that not everything in the Olympics will go ahead. I reckon like by week 2, they might consider shutting it down maybe. That's my prediction. And there was that story about the anti-sex beds. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it was like, there's clearly not much else in the world happening right now other than COVID. So when a news story hits, people jump on it. I actually got a few new weird news stories coming up. I might actually save them for next week because some of them are pretty funny. But so yeah, these anti-sex beds. There's like pictures of these beds that the athletes were sleeping on in the Olympic Village got released online, and they're just cardboard beds. And everyone was like, they're designed to crumple in when you have 2 people on them or with sudden movement. And I was just I saw this news article and I was just thinking, do they really think that's going to stop them from fucking? You've got people in their 20s and 30s in their physical prime, and they're like going to be scratching their heads going, Jesus, how else could I root? There's weightlifters going, man, I can lift 200 kilos. I don't know how else I'd... Yeah, fuck, they've got me. These beds are just... That's going to stop me. That's so funny. They're going to be just like... All the athletes, you're going to be looking at how scuffed their elbows and knees are. Just going to have rashes all over their knees while running around the track in Tokyo. Just like, well, we couldn't fuck in the bed, so what else did you want me to do? And I hear it's the first year that they haven't provided them with condoms because they don't want to encourage roots. Now, it turns out, and there's probably already a comment below this, it was a fake story. Yes, it was actually it was fake news, guys. It's just to be environmentally friendly. Now, would have it been as fun if I'd have just been like, so it turns out it was just for environmental reasons? Not at all, but it was a fun journey, with the whole implying that they'd be fucking on all fours part about a minute ago. That was a bit of fun, right? But turns out it was a fake story. Athlete posted a video on Twitter of him just jumping up and down on the bed, and it's not crumpling. And it turns out that they just wanted to be environmentally friendly, but they also are encouraging people for COVID reasons to not do roots. But guys, they're just like you and me, They're in another country. They've worked very hard to be there. There's going to be roots, If you're a single Australian man, right? You've got a great bod. You're a swimmer. You've been, let's be honest, training 3 or 4 times a day for the last 2 years during COVID. You probably haven't had a lot of time. Then some beautiful European, the European beach volleyball team rolls in. The Swiss volleyball team. You make eye contact in the hallway. You look at your cardboard bed. You're going, I don't give a fuck if it folds in. This is happening. Dude, I'd rather get all the variants of COVID. You know what I mean? Like, there's these guys and these girls, they're all hot. They're some of the hottest young people with the best bodies in the world in a village together. And the Olympic Committee's like, let's try not to do many routes. Get out of here. These people are at their physical prime. There will be fucking this Olympics. Not many events may go ahead, but, you know, now with no condoms, a few elite babies will be made. That's for sure.